Hello everyone and welcome to Stellaris. I'm going to do a playthrough stream of some content. We just, a couple weeks ago, got our hands on Federations, so I'm excited. I have played some of the new content. I haven't played a ton of it, so I want to do a playthrough so that we can all see it together, some of the stuff that I haven't done. So I want to create a new empire. This will also be a good video for those of you who might be coming back to the game, because I'm going to be covering some of the core concepts of the game. In fact, this part of the video will be broken out potentially as another video. Alright, so species. You can choose a lot of different types of species here. I am just going to go with humanoid to make it easy, and we'll go with the elfy looking ones. You can choose whatever name you want. We'll go with that. That works. You can choose your names. I'm going to go with... Now, so what this will do is your appearance is what your species looks like. That's it. Not traits or anything. Then you have your species name, which is going to appear in almost everything that you do with your game. That'll be the name of your race. And then your name list. Your name list is actually going to choose the names of the different advisors and leaders that you have. So I'm just going to go with the SPQR, which is like the Roman style names. And then traits. Since they changed kind of the way the population system works, some of the best traits that you can get are like population growth, so that your colonies and stuff can grow faster. I really like rapid breeders. But I mean, everybody can pick, you know, there's no tried and true method. There are some that are more powerful, but you can really do anything. So, yeah, well, wrong one. So I'm going to just take rapid breeders. We're not going to take anything else. I don't want any downsides. I just want my people to pop out those kids. Homeworld. You could just, oh look, that's the same as what I have, so I'll go with it. We'll also go with continental preference over the... I imagine some people might have a theory. There might even be like some of these worlds that appear a percentage higher than others. Ultimately, I don't think it really matters what you pick. Just pick something in your head that kind of goes with what your race would pick. The one that I guess I don't go with very much is Alpine preference, so I'll go with that. Now what will happen is things that are close to that preference will, so like these others will have, this will have 80, these will have 60, and then down the line. So planets that are kind of close to what you pick will be a little less less habitable, but not, you know, desolate compared for your people. So yeah. So we'll do that. City appearance, you can again pick whatever works best for you. I'm just gonna pick humanoid city. Okay, so if you watch my previous Federation video, you know all about the origins. So the origins are live. We can pick from them. And, yeah, they're nice. They're real nice. So, as far as origins, some of them are really nice. Some of them, I've only played a couple games. So I played one as Shattered Ring, and I didn't really play that far, and I played one as Scion, which I played really far. Scion is pretty powerful. I felt like I had a huge advantage the whole time. But yeah, I also played a game pretty deep as Hegemon, which didn't quite go the way I expected it would. I also had probably post a screenshot of it right here so you could see it. I had a game where I started like this, and that was awful. It completely blocked in to start. So I would have to jump, like, through their systems to start colonizing things. It was just kind of a nightmare. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to choose Shattered Ring. I think this is a great opening. I only played it for a little bit because I wanted to play that one with you guys. So we'll do that one first. Shattered Ring. For government and ethics, I think I'm going to go with something that I don't normally go with, which is usually I'm like xenophile, militarist, because I do like being militarist. But I think I'm going to go with like Authoritarian, Spiritualist. So Fanatic, Authoritarians, Spiritualist. And we're going to go with Imperial Rule since we went with the SPQR ones. We'll go with Imperial Cult. So our people kind of revere our leader as a god. And we'll go with... As far as civics, your civics aren't super important. They give you bonuses, so picking a good one will be important. But for origins, definitely watch the video that I did previously. It'll go over a lot of those origins for you. I think I'm going to go with Diplomatic Corps. With the few games that I played, they added a whole new system called the Galactic Society? I'm sure that's not the name. But it's like a galactic community, and the diplomatic weight that you get in that is actually really important. Not to mention they added envoys, which are really nice, and I'll kind of walk through some of those. What's this? The strong rule. Spiritualist? We'll stay with Authoritarian. Alright. The Empire of Vrenus. This one I like. The Vren Holy Imperium. Alright, we'll go with that. Flag. We'll just make it blue. We'll leave it like that. I don't mess with the flag too much. And humanoid ships because I think they look the coolest. The lithoid ships do look pretty cool though. And we'll go with a female ruler to start. God Emperor. Yeah, I like that one. I should see if I can pick that symbol for my flag. How funny is it that they have that symbol there, but you can't actually pick it? We'll go with that one. Alright, so we're going to go with the Vren Holy Imperium, Imperial Cult, Divine Empire. And I have like, I think like 100 different things made. Okay, so the way I play this game typically is that if you play it on standard, it's going to take a long time for the game to proceed. I like to play my matches quick. So I like to go with a medium size with maxed out AI empires that you can get. That way there's a lot of contention. I'll leave this at 2 starts. Fallen Empires we can bump up to 3. Same with Marauders. We'll leave that at max. And your tech tradition cost, typically it's at 1. But if you bump it down to 0.25, you can get through matches really quick and learn more of the game a lot faster without having to wait, sometimes years between getting different technologies. So that's what I like. In that case, though, make sure you bump down your mid and end game start dates. What I have it is mid game starts at 22.25, end game starts at 23.25. So there's like a 100-year gap between the mid and the end, and the victory year is 26.25. So that way, I can have the game extend for a while if I want to keep playing. We're gonna bump this up to Commodore so that it's not super hard with Grand Admiral, but we'll do Commodore. If you're playing this for the first time, I suggest playing on Cadet or maybe even Ensign. If you're not very familiar with the game, Captain can be good, but Commodore's not bad. Scaling difficulty, I don't recommend using it because that means you'll typically start off on an easier difficulty, and then as the game progresses, the difficulty will go up, which means that the factions or the different empires get stronger, which is what the difficulty does, and that does not make for a good bit of fun. Abandoned gateways and wormhole pairs I'll leave. Hyperlane density, I like it low so that there's more choke points. So that's typically what I keep it at. And we'll leave Iron Man and everything on. All right, if you guys watch my streams, first things first, I like to expand. So we're going to go with fusion reactor, societal research bonus, and extra minerals. One of the first things that I like to do is kind of like survey where I can go. One thing that I've noticed with this expansion is that you can no longer stop an enemy from expanding just by taking a choke point. So to give you an example, let's say there was an enemy empire here in this unknown system, and they were coming south, so they were taking these systems. If I took that system there, they would just never progress past it. I could leave all this stuff behind it, these systems here untaken, and they wouldn't push past it. But now they will. If they can fly through your borders, they will definitely go through that system and start claiming those systems if you don't have them. So be careful about that if you're used to the way it used to be. All right. Everybody, there's no wrong way to do this, but the way I like to do it is I immediately survey all of the systems that connect directly to my home world. So that's going to be these 3. And I like to play on fastest. Fast. Keep it fast. So I have a new heir. Let's check him out. Is he any good? So you send out your science ship to look at those systems. You right click and you do survey system. If you hold down shift, you can queue up orders. One of the things that I like to do is check out what my ruler has. So she's got expansionist tendencies. So outposts are cheaper to build and starbase influence cost is reduced. Wow, that's really good. She gets a bonus to trade value, which isn't super useful right now. And then I have my heir who has colony ship build cost reduction and architectural sense. Okay, I guess that's her son, Saint Gaius. Now, what happens is with this, you start with a Ringworld. Now, typically, when you build a ring world in a system, all of the other planets in the system are like consumed in building that, but not your home system. One of the other things that I find really cool is that these other ruined sections can be reactivated. So eventually you can make the whole thing work. There's also something on here. See if I can find it. So you only start with an agricultural segment working. The problem is it's going to take me 2 volatile motes to upkeep it. But if you look, I have 0. 0 plus 0. So if you actually take a look, there is here in the planetary features, you have an arcane generator that's on there. And it's an ancient machine that seems to respond to our needs by producing the resources needed to upkeep some of our segments. So you can actually build other segments, and the arcane generator will keep them running. Pretty cool. I can't actually build an upgrade to any of these except that one, because I need either exotic gases or the crystals. Beyond that, it's no different than a planet. You can build out these tiles however you like. And you have a space station that can build ships and everything. It's pretty cool. Alright, one of the last things that I was hoping to be able to explain in this video is traditions. Traditions are like feats or perks that you get that make you better. Myself, I like to go expansion, but expansion and discovery are definitely 2 of the better, stronger ones early game, but there's really no wrong way to go. I like going expansion so that I can get that pop speed growth. But discovery is also good because you get survey speed increased by 35%, which means that your science ships will survey areas faster. So typically I go expansion then discovery. Although previously it used to be discovery would be always what you'd want to do.
Star system charted.
Alright, so we got our first star system. If you go over here, construction ship, right click, and build starbase. He's going to fly over there and build out the starbase, and you'll claim that system. Oh boy. What is that? Oh, Caravanners. Did not take long for us to come across intelligent alien life. So the Caravanners will come by from time to time and sell you things. Sometimes they are useful, sometimes they are not. I am not interested. Wow, 2 of them at the same time? This guy thinks he's a saint? Get out. They stole my money? Are you kidding me? What? And they left. Well, that's how the game goes sometimes. They stole my money. Look, I have 10 energy credits. You jerks. Well, that's how it goes sometimes in this game. So...
under attack. Construction complete.
Okay, so we just had a lot come up. Alright. So let's talk about this first. as your science ship goes through, you can find anomalies. Anomalies can give you bonuses. Now, some people will immediately research them regardless of the research time. Some people will wait depending on what they are. Me, as long as they're not super long, I will research them. We also have this event. What is this? Centuries ago, a group of radical priests and their devoted followers of Ren broke away from the established religions to form their own church. These extremists called themselves the Final Crucible and have been responsible for many atrocities and acts of terror over the years. Although they have kept a low profile in modern times, we recently learned that many of their agents have infiltrated our military. What? These renegades have secretly been diverting resources to the construction of a small fleet of starships at a hidden facility on Vren. When their treachery was revealed, the cultists blasted into orbit with their ships and fled to Ring Section. What? So what it sounds like this is saying is they made ships with stolen resources and then fled to another part of the Ring Section. Interesting. And then I disabled the ship because they showed up and I wrecked them.
Situation log updated.
Alright, then our valiant space forces have skillfully disabled a ship in the cultist armada. It is mostly intact and we are picking up faint life signs from inside its hull. Once we have eliminated all threats to the immediate vicinity, we should conduct a boarding operation to secure any survivors. They may be able to tell us more about the ultimate motives of the Final Crucible. Yeah.
Updated.
Heck yeah. Alright, we're going to boost our pop growth speed because we got that. Let's go take a look at the system. Look at that ship. Alright, so first things first, we're going to need a army. Because I need... So this is a special project that pops up. And... yeah, so board the cultist ship is what I have to do. And it requires a military ship. So we will recruit... Alright, so I built a transport ship, and now we're going to send them over here to take them out. Oh, it says military ship. I guess I could have done it with a space, like a naval ship. This is from our anomaly. The strong gravity well of Upsalt 2 has pulled in a massive amount of space debris, which has formed a dense layer around parts of the gas giant. Most of it appears to be wreckage from a series of space battles fought in the system several millennia ago. Scavengers have already scattered the debris of valuable technologies and artifacts, but a mining station should be able to recycle the metal. Nice.
Technology secured.
We also got a research. I'm going to go with the Corvette build speed in case we got a fight.
Special project complete.
Alright, so we boarded the cultist frigate. Though the survivors offered stiff resistance, giggity, our boarding party was able to secure several prisoners from the disabled cultist starship. From them, we have learned that this conspiracy goes far deeper than we initially suspected. The agents of the Final Crusade include several flag officers and high-ranking officials within our government. Mass arrests are being made on Vren, and all assets belonging to this cult have been seized. However, several of the starships they built in secret remain unaccounted for, and the upper echelons of the cult's leadership have vanished. We have picked up faint ion trails leading to several outlying systems. Yes, we must pursue the terrorists. I bet you these terrorists were in league with those Caravanners too. Alright guys, we just got started on this, but I think this is where we're going to end it for now. We're going to do a short video. I'm going to try to keep these videos under 30 minutes, but there'll be another one right after this. This is episode 1, Rise of the Holy Empire. Thank you all. Like and subscribe if you liked the video. I won't force you to do anything you don't want to do. If you didn't like it, hey, you can watch the next one. You'll also find links to the Discord, where we chat about fun Stellaris things and do multiplayer games from time to time. Plan on getting one arranged in the not-too-distant future. Well, thank you all. I hope you all have a good day, and as always, stay safe out there, my friends. I'll see you next time.